Hi Mickey, thanks for your time. How are you feeling going into this series and how confident are you?
Yeah, we're very confident. We're a young team. We're trying to resurrect our test side. We feel we've got our white ball where we need it now. So we're really excited about this series. Really excited to see these young guys come out and perform, and there's some incredible talent in our dressing room. So let's hope it all goes well for us.
You're obviously playing Ireland in that inaugural test first, and you've got Scotland afterwards. But what do you make of England and the winter they've had? Do you think they might be there for the taking?
No, England are a really good side. In these conditions, they're outstanding. I think the key is there's not many sides that win away from home these days. So that's how we're challenging ourselves. So we want to come here and play good cricket and try and win away from home. We've got some challenging tours coming up. England in the Ashes, I watched a lot of that, and England weren't too bad. They had opportunities there in a lot of the test matches, which they just didn't close off. England are a great side, and in these conditions they'll be very good. So we're under no illusions. It's going to be a really tough series. But we've got a dressing room full of young cricketers who are extremely talented.
Do you see any potential weaknesses though in the top order? It's not firing on all cylinders, it's fair to say.
Yeah, it's a little bit too early to get too controversial, but no. I mean, I saw Darwin Malone play exceptionally well in Perth. I saw Stoneman have a decent series. We know Root is world class. Besto's world class. So they're a really good side. So we've just got to do our basics well, and we're just concentrating on ourselves at the moment. Because, as I've said before, we're a young team, and a team that's a little bit short of test match experience, but a team that's really skillful and talented.
How's Mohammed Amir? Is he set to arrive soon?
Yeah, he gets in today, so he'll be here today, which is great. He's trained hard. We've had at least about 4 weeks of tough training in the hall, so he's ready to go. He'll be here today.
He could feature in this game then?
Could feature, yeah.
And how big a boost is it to have him to be cleared to play? And he's a real gun bowler, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's our number one bowler. You know, we back him in tough situations. He generally gets it done for us. So we need him to get the ball swinging. We need him to get his length slightly fuller. And if he gets that, he's going to ask a lot of questions.
And we recently saw the West Indies tour Pakistan. When do you think? How close do you think we are to seeing international teams regularly touring Pakistan again?
Well, I hope we're really close. I mean, as I've always said, the colour, the passion, the excitement for our local people to see cricket there was amazing, and for our players to play in front of their fans and families and just play at home. It was amazing. It was a great experience, and we've had a couple of those now. Which World 11, we had Sri Lanka, and now the West Indies. They were great occasions. So let's hope that opens the door for a lot more cricket in Pakistan.
Can I just ask you, as a former Australia coach, what you made of the ball tampering saga? It was a shock to many. Was it a shock to you?
Yeah, it was a shock to me. I was disappointed. I was really disappointed when I saw it go down.
I knew you were trying to change the culture when you were part of the Australian coaching setup. Has it been coming in that sense?
Oh, look, I think Australia always played their cricket really hard. They've played their cricket tough. They've played their cricket hard. They've pushed the line. I just want to know what the line is. I'm not sure many people do know where that line is and what it is, but they've always played that way. But I think it got to a point where perhaps, hopefully, this is a reality check for world cricket, and it just makes everybody sit back and take stock, and hopefully something good comes out of it.
There's talk that the 3 banned players could play first-class cricket in England. That'll be up to the ECB ultimately. What do you think? Do you think they should be allowed to?
I do. In a way, I feel really sorry for them. You know, I can understand that they were really stupid. They've paid a massive price for it. I know Steve Smith, he would be absolutely gutted. Cameron Bancroft is a new guy on the block, so for him that would be really hard to swallow. And Davey, for them to be missing the amount of cricket they are missing is tough on them. So yeah, if the ECB allowed it, it'd be good for them to keep playing, because I think they've paid a big price already.
Julian, your team has obviously, we've been here to England recently and had some success. Not many teams have. Does that give you a degree of confidence that your players can adjust? And it's a slightly different squad now.
Yeah, it is a slightly different squad. I do think that our players can adjust. I do. I mean, we've worked incredibly hard we know there's different lengths. We know our batsmen have to hit the ball a lot later. We know they've got to cover off stump a lot more than, they've got to be off stump rather than leg stump. So we've been all through that, and it's just how quick we can adapt. We've got a lot of time here. We've got we've got the game here. We've got the game at Northlands. We've got the Ireland Test match, and then a 2-day game at Leicester before we play at Lords. So we've got enough time, and I'm pretty sure our guys are good enough to adapt as quick as possible.
I mean, that was a feature of your last tour when you came here, and a few years ago, was you gave yourself that practice week up at Hampshire. I mean, how important? There's lots of talk about how difficult it is for teams to win away. How important is it to give yourself that decent preparation?
I think it's really important. The calendar just doesn't really allow that anymore. So for us to be able to come here and get this preparation is amazing. And I think that certainly helps teams adjust quickly. As I said earlier, winning away from home now is really tough. Not many teams win away from home, and the only way you can do that is to give yourself the best possible preparation time. So hopefully we've done that, and we'll be ready when that first test arrives.
Yassir Shah is obviously missing from this squad. Are you confident you can cover for his absence? Shadab's obviously your premier spinner now. He's still quite raw. Do you reckon you've got cover there in the spin department?
Yeah. Look, Shadab he's an incredible talent. He's an amazing talent. Yassir, any team will miss Yassir. Yassir's a fantastic bowler. I saw a stat. I think he's taken 78 wickets for us in the last 2 years. He bowls a lot of overs for us. He has the ability to hold the game. He has the ability to attack. So he's a fantastic bowler. But young Shadab Khan is incredibly exciting. He really is. We also think the time we're playing in England, not 100% sure that spin's going to be a massive factor. So we've covered in the seam department. And the one thing I do know is that Shadab Khan can clean tails up because he's got these middle tricks. So it's going to be exciting to see how he goes. But obviously Yassir is a big loss for us. But we've got him at the NCA. He's getting fit. He's getting stronger. His stress fracture's healing, and it's really important for us to have him fit and firing for Australia and New Zealand series for us in the UAE later in the year.
There's been a little bit of talk as well about perhaps in the future managing Mohamed Amir's workload a little bit across all formats. I mean, where are you standing with that at the moment, longer term? Do you think it will be a stage where he might miss some Test cricket in the future to preserve him for white ball cricket?
I think we've had the workload. We've had the workload debate for a long time now, and every team's doing it now. You have to do it. The amount of cricket we're playing, we've got 3 weeks off until the World Cup next year. 3 weeks off in our calendar, and that's all. So we'd be silly to arrive here without our bowlers all ready to go, and we know who those bowlers are. We've identified them. We know who they are. So we've just got to manage the workload. We certainly do, because ultimately we want the best team available to play in the 2019 World Cup. But also, for us, it's so important now to win Test matches, because we're a young Test match team. We need to get our test match cricket right, and in order to do that, we've got to build a pool of players that can play at any given time. And I think we've done that and done that fairly well.
What's the mood like amongst your players?
Excellent. The guys are so excited. I mean, a tour of England it's an exciting time, and as I say, they're a young group of guys. So for them to come to England, it's amazing. The vibrance around our training session was amazing. So they all ready. They fit. They're ready to go. The selection panel and myself have given these guys a real good opportunity. They've got first crack at rebuilding this Test side, and I'm pretty sure that they'll come to the party.
You're going to be facing England, Ireland and Kent on Saturday. Will that be a bit of a walkover match?
Where the game against?
Kent.
No, absolutely. This is really important for us. Kent are a team on the up. They're an exciting side as well. So no, it's certainly not a walkover match. This is going to be tough, hard work, and we're going to play at the intensity that we're required to play at international level.
What is your ambition as coach for your team, your side?
We want to keep climbing up the ladder in international cricket. So we're pretty focused on ourselves. We're pretty focused on the goals that we've set ourselves as a team, and hopefully, if we tick all those boxes, we'll climb up that ladder, and be a force to be reckoned with pretty soon.
Is there anything that you're not looking forward to apart from the unpredictable weather here?
Tour of England's fantastic. It's an amazing place to come and play cricket, so we're just excited to be here.
Just back in Australia, can you believe that Darren Lehmann didn't know what was going on?
I'm not sure. I honestly couldn't tell you what happened there. Not sure.
As a coach, though, is that a bit strange that such a plan was made and the coach was left out of it?
Again, I'm not 100% sure of the circumstance of the plan, so I can't comment on that. As I say, I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.